News stories for you. Firstly, viewers, Ethiopian diaspora community in the US is planning another demonstration in front of the office of a US senator who introduced S3199, the bill passed by US Senate Committee on Foreign Relations. The bill calls for sanctions on Ethiopian government. The bill is pending with US Senate, but Ethiopian diaspora members, pro-Ethiopian government, are protesting in front of the offices of those US senators and representatives who backed HR 6600 and S3199. Secondly, Tiffany Haddish, US comedian, was in Eritrea a few weeks ago. I covered her visit to Eritrea. Now, during a comedy show, she shared her experience of traveling to Eritrea. She flew on a private jet as well. We have a video clip of Tiffany Haddish for you. Lastly, viewers, Amhara-Oromia border, North Shua zone of Oromia region. In several previous videos, we reported about clashes in Dera Wareda. Dera is in North Shua zone of Oromia region. In the past, there has been clashes between Amhara and Oromo armed factions in Dera. Once again, we are hearing some reports from Dera. Firstly, viewers, Ethiopian diaspora community, pro-Ethiopian government, is planning another demonstration in front of the office of a US senator. We know that Harmila Aregawi and some other Ethiopian diaspora members protested in front of the office of Brad Sherman in California a few days ago. Brad Sherman backed HR 6600, the House bill which proposes sanctions on Ethiopian government. The bill is pending with the bill is going through a regular procedure with US House. Now, diaspora community is planning another demonstration, this time in front of the office of a senator who introduced S3199, another bill passed by US Senate's Committee on Foreign Relations. The bill was introduced by Senator Bob Menendez, and pro-Ethiopian government diaspora community is planning a demonstration in front of the office of Bob Menendez in New Jersey on Wednesday. So mobilization is underway. We'll update you on Wednesday about this bill. Both bills are pending discussion at the House and the Senate. Before that, Ethiopian community, pro-Ethiopian government, is demonstrating, it's protesting. It wants to stop further proceedings on these two bills. Secondly, viewers, Tiffany Haddish, US comedian who is from Eritrean descent, she traveled to Eritrea a few weeks ago. She visited her grandfather's village in Eritrea. In an appearance at a comedy show, she shared her experience of her travel to Eritrea. And she said that she flew on a private jet as well when she was visiting. We know that she landed in Addis Ababa first. From Addis Ababa, then she went to Asmara. So it seems that she used Ethiopian government's private jet. She did not use her own. She arrived in Ethiopia on some commercial airline flight. I think it was a Turkish airline flight. So from Addis Ababa, she went to Asmara. So she might have used Ethiopian government's private jet for her travel to Eritrea. or she used some Eritrean private jet inside Eritrea, if Eritrea has this sort of facility available. She shares her experience about doing a spa treatment in Eritrea. She is promoting Eritrean culture abroad. That is why she was very warmly welcomed by Eritrean government. Isaias Afwerki, Eritrean ruler, welcomed her. He was seen with her. We saw her pictures with Isaias Afwerki. Watch how she is recalling her experience of travel to Eritrea. Then the last news story.
Traveled a lot. I went to Africa to visit my grandfather's village in Eritrea. It was amazing. It was amazing. And I did this spa treatment called Tish.
Lastly, viewers, Dera, Woreda, North Shore Zone of Oromia region. In the past, we have seen clashes in this Woreda between Oromo Liberation Army fighters and Amhara militia members, Amhara forces. The Woreda is right on Oromia-Amhara border. It has been a disputed territory between the two regions too. Now once again, while Ethiopian government forces have started a major operation against Oromo Liberation Army, reportedly Amhara government forces, Amhara militias, they have entered Dera Woreda, and fighting is being reported between OLA fighters and Amhara government forces, Amhara militias in Dera Woreda. In the previous video, I reported about entry of Amhara forces, Amhara militias in West Shava zone. But their locals were involved, locals got involved, and ultimately Ethiopian National Defense Force intervened, and Amhara forces, Amhara militias, they were told to withdraw from West Shiva zone. But this time they are in North Shua zone of Oromia region, where in Dera heavy clashes are being reported. Because if this operation against Oromo Liberation Army goes on, it will have several consequences. Amhara government forces, they will try to use this opportunity. They'll try to take advantage of this situation, and they'll try to enter border areas. They'll try to take control of disputed territories in border areas. And they would try to hit OLA as well inside Oromia. That will lead to further escalation between Oromo and Amhara communities in border areas. Because civilians become involved. No matter how hard you try to avoid civilian involvement, they become involved. This is the type of fighting in which civilians become involved on one side or the other. And since there are some areas which are disputed on the border, so that is why there are fears that in border areas of Oromia and Amhara, civilian casualties, civilian infrastructure damage could happen. I think Ethiopian National Defense Force must ensure large-scale deployments along Oromia-Amhara border to prevent any Oromo-Amhara escalation, any Oromo-Amhara violence, which is starting to happen in these areas. Thank you for watching.